Hi all and welcome to the video. In this one it's the Froob playthrough number 31. Right, as you can see, in Old Athen at the moment, and it's silly o'clock. It's 9 AM UK time. I've got a day off, so yeah, let's take a look. See, we've got a daily mission to Belli Forest. You can see here, it's a fair old hike from anywhere. A lot of people go from Wine and fly south, and to be honest, you don't get an awful lot nearer with the fixer grid. If you have a look there, you've got 8R here, you've got 8M there, and 8L is all the way over there. However, there is another way to get there, but we cannot do it on a Froob. It requires access to Shadowlands to do it. It's where you jump off a certain spot in Job, and I can't show you that on a Froob. It is slightly risky as well. You need to be in a mechanical or wearable Yalm to actually do it. So instead we are going to take a different route. We'll go, I think, well, as you can see, there's the Wampa. 8R slightly further away and 8M is just a smidge nearer, so we'll take that route, see how we do. Now, we picked up the mission, but we haven't got the, oh, of course not, no, the Enigma dog trainer gives us the part we need. And we don't actually need to do any real fighting for this one. We want level number 8. Okay. 8M. So 8 in the middle, which is this fella here. There we go. We get a bit of a frame rate drop whenever we come here, but there's a lot of trees and such that cause that. Mind you, it is a pretty nice area. So we've got this, which is Ganymedes' personal jetpack. So we're going to be using that. So gear-wise, nothing new, I'm afraid. I've not been playing a lot of AO lately. I have been playing a lot of Witcher 3, as you've probably noticed, based on the content on the channel. But yeah, there's not a massive amount to do as far as making videos with these two guys. Obviously, with the Froob here, with Hlonna, it's the grind. Hence the title of this video. So we've got this to do and the Elite Daily to do in order to get our level up. It's quite an interesting area for Omni because you've got the, I think, is it here? You've got your biodomes here. Or you get the pass cards for them. Oh yeah, no, it's the clan one. I can never remember and I invariably get them mixed up, but never mind. I do like this jetpack actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah, the animation you get for your character is the same as the Quantum Wings one, which is the MP's self-only flying nano. I remember when MPs very first started getting that, and they were everywhere trying to do headstands, because there was a sort of a trick where if you tried hard enough you could make your character stand on their head. It's quite cool. It's the first guy we want. How fast are we with this actually? Let's take a quick look. 1880 is pretty quick. It doesn't add a lot of run speed, I don't think, this, does it? Yeah, 150. So on top of grid space freedom, it's not that much. You don't actually have to drop out. These are not the kind of dogs you're talking about for this mission, in fact. There's our guy. Enigma dog trainer. There's two. He's actually got 2 quests, and we want the second reply. They did that. That they did. Said something about training Enigma dogs. Just tell me what I need to know. Point me in the right direction, and that's it. And he gives you an item. This one here. And he will explain how to use it, but I can do it quicker. Basically, target the mob you want, right-click this, and it charms it. You can, in fact, charm 2 quite often. And then you head literally exactly northeast of here. You can run. I don't actually feel we're going all that much quicker by flying, to be quite honest. Now, the guys you want are monster-type mobs. They look like the little dogs, and they're literally called Enigma dogs. Ooh, we had a little swim. Now, you don't even need to fire a single bullet or anything for this mission. But while we're here, let's just zoom back in on our character. You do go past quite a few diners. In fact, Belli Forest has a lot of them, and quite often they're down when you find them. And the reason they're down is someone's already killed them. People do farm for rare nanos from them and other items. Oh, the drop chances are not amazing. However, they do drop. Otherwise, we wouldn't have rare items like grid armor, etc. Ooh. Oh, I thought he was up. He's not up. Someone's put a totem or whatever. No, they haven't. That's part of it. Yeah, there's usually a guy here. He's not. And the reason he's not is someone's already just killed him, looted the corpse, and there's nothing left to see. There's one just ahead of where we're going as well. These will be the guys who want the balls. Pardon? Yes, ball. That's what it's called. Okay, now the Enigma dogs we want should be around here. There's one. So target, right click, and becomes pet. So I'm just going to do this. Open pet command, and that gives me this little fella here. Now, these things will aggro nothing until you tell them. However, when you're sending them out to do battle, like so, they've got a massive amount of damage they can do on these balls. As you can see there. Now, what's bizarre is you don't actually get XP for killing the ball itself. Doesn't give any. Because I think they realised for lower level people, they would get a lot of XP very fast with a bit of messing around down here. Or you could do a lot of research really quickly. Now, there's another ball. And once again, tell him to attack. The worst culprits for killing off your little pet here are the wargs. Like wolf-like creatures that hang around here. Because this damage it does is a AoE. Sometimes a lot of people have the same mission at the same time, and you won't be able to find enough balls to kill. Now these balls can drop some interesting trade skill items. There you go. Short handle, quality 200. We don't have any space for it, but not important. But if you are trying to build arcade-based weapons, this is a heck of a good place to come and farm them. Yeah, we can no longer, since we went past Pond 75, get missions to the wreck anymore, which is kind of a shame. I was enjoying it, probably because it was something different. It was something new to go and do with the character, but unfortunately, we're locked out. There's another bug with this as well. Quite often you can get 2 pets, like so. Isn't that nice, boys and girls? Now, you don't actually need 2 pets to complete this mission, and it's a bit unfair if there's someone else here trying to find an Enigma dog to actually use as a pet. But if you get 2, it can go even quicker. Like so. Okay, so that's that mission done. Now, next one we've got is Good Old Daily, which is this one. And if you remember, the classic entrance is a very long way away. Let's just pull this map out here. I've explained this a few times, but I always make a point of it simply because a lot of people don't seem to know. It's Sunfowl Hills is the classic entrance, and a lot of people would fix a grid to 7L and then run and enter. Of course, there's a much easier way in via Borealis. Now, we could go this way, but we'd have to meander through a load of mobs we don't want just to get to the ones we do want. And the way in can be very confusing. Without Fix-A-Grid, it's an even longer way. You've got a lot of running to do. Anyhow, we're going to use Borealis because convenience. Right, where are we? There we go. And while we're here, we're going to pick up another daily. But we're going to be waiting around for it because I've no idea on the timer, and that is the Tara mission. And that simply involves targeting Tara once she spawns in the castle, or he spawns. I don't think, was it ever established if Tara was male or female? I do not know. It's a dragon. The music in here is supposed to be futuristic, but somehow sounds incredibly dated. Strange. It's what we thought future music would sound like 15 years ago. Okay, so I'm going to run on in. See how we fare. Now, this will take a little time if we don't find a team or anything like. It's all too easy if you've got a main account to log another character in and kill the mobs with the higher level. So I don't know if they should introduce a level lock on this place, but probably not. That was clever. Now I've got loads of these guys after me. Right. Back through. No, man. It's just someone's ahead of us and they're killing Rabs. Oh, really? Okay, we should be able to do this a slightly different way. Sorry. Now, the problem I've just got now, which you can't see because it's off screen, is quite literally the sun's come out and I can't see a damn thing on my monitor. Yeah. So let's just go to video. It is sometimes quite a bit dark in here, so I'm just going to move that up to there. Okay, that's better. I can hopefully fix that in post later. Okay, so we need to get to the Rav room. Ah, I'm slightly squiff. Level 220. Okay. Definitely doing the daily because they probably are. We want the we want the same thing. we're behind them. This is one problem with this place, is if you're behind a sort of higher level player, you're going to be waiting around a lot. You doing daily? Yes. Would you like to team? I'm not, you're not going to have to carry Clonner. He can actually do this. Yeah, obviously not as quickly as you and your 220 and your 220 bat, but he can do it. Or have they just buggered off? Oh, there we go. So yeah, if you can find a team in here, it really does make sense to, you know, avail yourself of a team. It will go a lot faster. Still on wrap, sorry. Just got inside. Preemptive answer. Clear some inventory space. Not that much drops in here, to be honest. Unless you're melee. And there's the enhanced Queen Blade, which is pretty outdated now. But at the same time, it's still nice to have. You've got the enhanced Queen Blade and Mantis Scissors, they're called, I think. I can't remember now. I've got a pair on Kalos 2, the actual character, my old adventurer, who had them for quite a time. You would get the... oh, she found another one. Yeah, he had them for quite a time. You would get the basic one in here, and then you would have to kill the diamond something or other. I forget the name of the mob now. It has been way over... well, it's been about 14 or 13 years since they were relevant, I suppose. You'd kill the diamond line something or other and get a mesh, which would then upgrade them, and you then had the better version. It was a nice system, the way it worked. Same with the Reign of Patricia and the Bane of Patricia weapons. They, I think, needed something like that as well. It's quite cool. Yeah, we shall... We're doing as well as her pets at following at the moment. Come this way. I know there is one where we're headed to. Oh, crap. Now, the problem with crashing in that situation is you probably just run into something dangerous. Yeah, and we're no exception. Oop. Yeah, you say just crashed, sorry. Now, normally, we're pretty stable on Anarchy Online. So I don't know what caused that. Just one of them things. And we still need ravs. No idea how many. Because we crashed, so I don't have the information anymore. No ravs spawned in here yet. No, diggers. Oh, whatever, guys. Stay over there, out of our way. There's usually some in this room, but... No, I think we are literally just waiting on respawn. Yeah, we can't tell because after crashing, of course, your window is gone, and so is the information that was in it, like, you need X amount more. Even when you reconnect, you don't get it. I'm not sure, but I get the feeling we may have lost some points. You do get that if you crash out of game. You can suddenly, your stats are all over the place. All of them. Like your base abilities, your evades, everything suddenly go to cock. The IP that's in there or whatever isn't being calculated properly. So do be aware of that. I think we got away with it this time. As far as I can tell, ours are okay. Okay, let's just do that and Quark Star back on the go. No, it might be the one. That spawns just here hasn't. So, yeah. Oh, flipping heck. Yes, you can jump up there. Come on, guys, spawn. Just the diggers that were here last time. Okay. Yeah, this is not a game you can rush your way through some days. Carbonium rocks. Quality 100. Have I got some space here? One thing I probably should have done with this guy during the celebrations was go get some nomad gear for him. Just for, you know, twinking and buffing to add to this little kit I've got here. But we didn't. Ooh. Okay, I guess... Oh no. They've looked away from the screen for like 2 seconds and straight away the little bugger spawned. Doing about twice the damage. Alright, we're on the Nanomantis. Or Nanomanti. My god, it's actually fighting me, but I think that's because she's taking care of the Rav that we wandered into. No, try again. There we go. Yeah, I use nano stims more to refill this guy's nano pool than anything else. I don't know why it's aggroing me. Those pets will be out damaging me by a very large margin. Do not seem to have any game music again. Normal v hard. Oh. No? Not today. No music for use today. He's wondering how I'm actually doing any kind of damage. Yeah. Blackbirds? Yes, indeed. They are pretty damn decent weapons. One more. Why? There should be at least. Yeah, I need one more, strangely. There's usually enough just there. However, not today. Not to worry. Use Uali. No. No. Trying to type and fight the AO way. Nice, okay. There's my... Oh, I haven't brought it. How I haven't bought it, I don't know. Here's my aggression enhancer, which you use for pulling. I put it in a bag or somewhere. What's it then? Not in my inventory, and it normally is in there. No, not in there. Not in my bag of nice. You don't bother him with those. It's going all the way to the end. Or, no? Hey! Where is she? Okay, now I am stuck. There we go. Yeah, it's another thing when you suddenly relog water in the game of any kind. Even green water has an interesting kind of effect where it goes rather shiny. Like the glare on it becomes kind of OP. Is he in the team? Need one more. There's one more in here anyway. And on to breeders. We've got some music finally. Sort of been sat here thinking, something not quite right about this. And it's, yes, there is no music. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening actually. I've been having that a lot lately, and I can't sort of narrow it down to anything. Might have to do with that crash and relog. Don't know. No. There we go. Trying to land. Luck's fickle fate is sometimes difficult. Depends on the mob, really. Now, I was going to make a video yesterday, but we had this mission, and we had the criminal hideout one yet again. So it's kind of like, is there really any point? You know, I was thinking there's a bit of repetition there as far as video goes. I mean, in the game, you just accept that. You go, okay, yes, we've ended up with the same daily twice. What the hey? And you just get on and do it. That's all part of the grind. However, for a video, I would feel a little bit cheated, like someone would be watching it thinking, haven't I watched this before? Did I not watch this last week? So, yeah. 2 more breeders, and they work like spikers. You come in. I always seem to get it no matter what character I'm on, and regardless of how much compute power this system's got, you know. I'm running an i7. It's not heavily overclocked. It is overclocked though. It's one of the it's a 3820 non-K SKU, but it has a soft lock. Oh god, that's bugged out, isn't it? Yeah, it has a soft lock multiplier of 43. So you just change that, up the voltage to the core very slightly. We're talking 0.00 bits of a volt until it stabilizes. And that's sat quite happily at 4.3 gig, 24/7, 100% stable, never gets over 60 degrees. Even rendering video, running Prime 95 for 12 hours, etc. You know, I mean, the only thing that would cock it up really is if we have a heat wave, in which case I'll just take the overclock off. Because I'd rather have a quiet system. I think we're waiting for another team that's in here trying to get stuff done, which is fair enough. I mean, it's not like we're overloaded with people and such. It's more a case of, well, you know, we are too few to ignore each other, as they say. Now, the Tara mission I may or may not be able to video. It depends, because we could be waiting. I've no idea how long, because I don't know how long the last spawn was. It could be an hour. It could be another 18 hours. I honestly don't know. Unless you know roughly when the last one was, you really don't have much luck with it. I mean, it used to be a great PvP venue, but it's just sort of a loot box conveyor these days. Sad to say, but you know, people just go there to get bits. And you go in that box room and almost 90% of the people in there, not the remotely interested in PvP, they just want the loot. Dragon chest armor, robust backpack, etc. It could be argued that probably at quite a lot of the Life's game, that's what a lot of people went there for. But then, of course, you know, someone organises Says, right, I've created this bot. Anyone can join it. Or who is this faction? You know, so Clan or Omni. And newts would flitter between the two, whoever they thought might win. Let's just kill these for XP while we're here. Although, obviously, the 220 won't be getting any. We are. Yeah, so they would do that. And then suddenly, you know, I mean, back when it first came out, Storm Guild was in there and kind of, it was, we went to Tara and it was Clan, it was Storm versus anybody else that wanted to come. That's how we used to do it. I think I've shown a picture before. I'll put it up on the screen here. I think that's the first month that Tara became live on the servers. The Merc camps had spawned, etc. So there was already some Merc armor there because Storm knew how to spawn the Mercs already. And we did tell people, but they didn't believe us. There was all sorts of stupid theories about how to do it, and it was very simple. Have a kill team where everyone in the kill team has the mission. Kill the one NPC and then trade him the item. That was it. If he spawned, that is. He didn't always spawn, even with a full kill team. And by kill team, what you would do in those days is you would put an entire team would be completely DPS as it stood that day. So you'd have a soldier, maybe an EMP, because EMPs used to do quite a lot of damage. And agents, stuff like that, NT, and they would just wail on this thing. It's a shame the Queen actually bugs out, really, but... Oh, random bit of XP there. Oh, she's invited the other two. So he's busily getting through doing his daily, which is cool. So we're just going to wait while they do that. I'll just show you. These are the buffs I'm getting from the engineer. So got a block shield. So a standard attack, it'll block 1. Special attacks, it will block 4. That's the improved isochronal slouching blah 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 combat field. And then we've got Fortress Screen, which is quite a nice AC buff, to be honest, especially for a GA fixer, because our ACs are never that great in comparison to some armors. Yeah, there's little cubby holes you can hide in here. This is one. Although you've still got various bits of damage coming at you if you weren't careful. You do need to be careful around the Queen because she can suddenly decide it's going to kill you. It's a shame the model's kind of broken on the new engine. If you've never seen the Mantis Queen, she looks a lot like the Queen alien in the Aliens movie. Best way I can describe it. It's something like that anyway. Now, the reason we're waiting on the Queen is the Queen has a stupid respawn timer, which needs to be changed to the same as the prisoners. Since this became a daily, I think it's only right that this becomes, you know, a 20-minute respawn, because there's a chance of a 20-minute respawn, but it's 1 in 10, which means the rest of the time you're waiting 2 hours or more for each spawn. So you could wait, you could miss it, wait 2 whole hours, have the Queen spawn and have another team turn up, out damage you, and you're waiting for a potential another 2 hours again. And the way to get rid of that, very simply, is put a 20-minute or 30-minute respawn timer fixed on this mob, and it would happen a hell of a lot less, because there wouldn't be this, quick, she's up, kill the Queen. It wouldn't need to happen, because it would be more like the prisoner. It's like, oh, okay, we'll wait for the next one, or let's all do it together. It would turn into that very quickly, because there's no real loot that it drops. I mean, if you're making VTE eggs, then yeah, there's a few bits and bobs that drop. There are some pretty nice rings as well for Froob and Sloob, but overall, yeah, not much. I mean, prisoners drop more stuff. People farm them longer because they want multiple drops for the coloured stuff. I guess we're on breeders now. We don't mind because XP. Yeah, that's another fixer there, and I think he's got Inspector. Yeah, I think he's got a Syndicate gun, which unfortunately we can't use. Yeah, it's a shame the water's gone a bit weird, but never mind. It's ridiculously bright, in fact. And on to the Queen. Well, our damage will be, compared to Carlo and the chicken bot, which is what we lovingly call the end game engineer bot, or pet. Yeah, we know how much kind of damage the crack can do, so we're kind of, we're like Ralph on The Simpsons. We're helping. And we've got report to the agency. So thanks all, and would you like a grid? That's what Lou throw everyone. There we go, and whole team back in the grid. Okay, thanks again, and haters. Right, okay, so we've still got a hand in the other daily, so let's get that done. Oh my god, bright light. Let's pull that back down. There we go. Back to there's blacks in the game again. Yeah, it was a bit OTT there, but hey. And there's our guy. Mission complete. Hey, nice. We're closing in. We are now 179. Oh yes, we will get there. Okay, folks. Bye for now.